Four days in, and Pierre has a vehicle and a good amount of food. He's managed to escape to the outskirts of town and he feels safe. But for how long? Yes, indeed, with his new vehicle, Pierre has made it to the outskirts of town. Let me just show you exactly where we are and what the plan is. Well, at least for today, because we haven't got much of a plan going forward. We started out right in the midst of the Paris suburbs. And things went okay. Things went okay. We got a vehicle. We decided to leave town. But where to go? Where to go? There's nowhere really on the outskirts. We ended up here. A tiny house in the middle of nowhere. What we're going to do today is explore the surrounding areas. Namely, this bit here. I'm intrigued to see what that building is. And this here. And maybe this could be somewhere that Pierre could turn into a base of operations to launch loot runs into the center of town. Another small thing, managed to identify what the issue was with the vehicles. This wasn't coming up, and that's because of a mod I had where it was supposed to have a new fancy digital dashboard, but it just wasn't compatible with Project France because it's got its own vehicle, so I got rid of that. We've got the dash, which means we've managed to get access to the trunk. We can also obviously see how much fuel we've got. 149. I've left all the gear in. I've not unloaded a single thing. This house here is going to be nothing more than an overnight stay location. Let's head south. Let's continue exploring, continue searching for loot. So up ahead should be a small selection of homes, maybe 5 or 6, should be a perfect location to clear out and loot and hopefully get some more gear, and then we'll move on north, find out what that big building is. Just cruising on in. Hopefully we will not attract too much attention. But one thing we definitely do need to find that we're really short on is weapons. We've got this hammer and a meat cleaver. That's not going to last for very long at all, but for now we've got to clear out the area. There's zombies incoming. Now Pierre started as a construction worker, as I've said, so he's got a brilliant boost when we get there. To his short blunt, started on level 3, almost at level 4, which means he gets some good knockdowns. A short blunt for the win for sure. Right, let's just continue to go in on foot, clear at the immediate road, and then we'll get into a few homes. Maybe we can loot this whole area today and find out what that big building is to the north. Ooh, wow, where did that zombie come from? You can see just how effective that high level in short blunt is, and we shouldn't find it too difficult to find a good selection of short blunt weapons. Already just a few days in, and Pierre's turning into be a very efficient killer indeed. Really good progress. It's been very easy progress. Let's start grabbing garbage bags. Eventually the water will go out. We've got water on and electricity on. We're a month into the apocalypse, but it's now that is beautiful. That is another really nice option. It's only going to be a matter of a few days or maybe even weeks before the power and the water is out, so we've got to start preparing for the long term, and that means garbage bags so we can build those rain collector barrels. Okay, that seems to be the there's always another zombie. I was about to say that seems to be the main road clear. Hopefully it is now. Let's just check the map. No, can't. There's another zombie. We're going to check the map in a minute, see how far we've come, see how much further there is to go to get to that big location on the map. Okay, so the vehicle we've left, I think here, we've gone in on foot, nothing more than a dozen zombies. That's what I want to check out. That is a big location. I like the size of it for a base option. Let's go find out what it is. Okay, we got a wrench. You wouldn't think it, but it is a very effective blunt weapon. It could be actually a really good source of blunt weapons, trunks of cars. We haven't come across many sort of warehouse locations or any sort of garages for the residential homes. It's just been home after home after home. Okay, well that is a location. Guessing that is a block of flats, which is not what we really want. Let's take out this one zombie. I guess we move on. There's a couple of weapons on the floor. Let's grab those. I guess for now. Ooh, what is that? I guess for now, Pierre's gonna just keep mobile. We're just gonna keep mobile, keep on the road, not really look to base up at the moment. But we're going to continue the search for the perfect base. In my mind, I know what it is. Can I find it in the Paris suburbs? Only time will tell. Okay, with that one, let's start doubling back. We've got a bag that's pretty much empty. Could have dropped that off actually. So we're just going to call in on the homes. Maybe not that one though. We're just going to loot the small residential homes to the south. There's 5 or 6. The area seems pretty clear. It shouldn't take too long. We'll hopefully come out with a good selection of loot. Yeah, I keep looking at these. There seems to be a lot of locations with high walls. And that is tempting for a base location. But we're going to need a lot of storage. So we're going to have to be looking for something bigger. But there's lots of really, really nice locations. Almost got found out there. Always make sure the outside is clear before we head on in. And if you can hear zombies inside, always have a little look through the window. See if you can see them where they are. But I think they're upstairs. I think there's also 2 zombies, so we need to be careful. Let's see what we can find. Oh. Wow. We can... Oh, beautiful. We're going to grab those for now. But yeah, incredible. What is that? Keen hearing trait. Amazing. Wow, the French are very well read. Literature is not in short supply. Okay, well that is the ground floor searched. Decent amount of food. And also, yeah, some incredible skill mags. Already up to 7 garbage bags as well. Let's keep that for some trapping, maybe. Gotta think long term. But let's check upstairs. There's going to be at least 1 zombie, so we need to be on our toes. And it's time for that little guessing game again. Where is the zombie? There they are. Oof. Not sure that was the best move. Okay, just the one though. Just the one. I think there might be another zombie in here. No. But this window does give us a view. Wow. Just one big empty space. Okay. Let's finish looting out the rest of this home. I really need to find some more bags for all this loot we're getting. Oh, and there we go. Beautiful. And almost damaged. Completely useless crowbar. We'll leave that. But that is brilliant. That is brilliant. Let's grab that. That's exactly what we needed to find when we needed it, which makes a nice change. Okay, well, that is one home searched, and we've almost got a half full bag. And we're a little bit over encumbered, but let's see if we can get into one more home, and then we'll have to get back to the vehicle and drop the gear off, I think. Again, next home, a couple of zombies. Oof, that's just showing off, isn't it? A jaw stab with screwdriver, impressive. But let's not rely on a little screwdriver to take down the zombies. There we go. Poor zombie didn't even know what hit him. Again, let's just drink that straight away. Still losing weight. I've started to cook up cabbage and the tomatoes for the vegetable stir fry, but it's not really doing the business and putting on weight, so I need to look out for really fattening food. Orange soda fits the bill nicely. Oof. There's a lot of food around. Okay, downstairs sorted. Trying to check in the bedrooms. We're going to be just really hoping for the odd bag, because that's going to really help with all this loot, because we are finding a lot of loot at the moment. Oh, we got a fanny pack though. Don't see the point in another. Let's finish searching this house, and I guess we're dropping off a full bag of loot already after just 2 homes. Okay, this place had an attic, had a lot of gear, a lot of stuff. Look at that. We got such a beautiful spread of stuff. Food, books, magazines, useful supplies. Actually, yeah, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop here. There's a couple of things we could do to lighten the load. Let's read the skill mags. Let's swap out our emergency flashlight for the hand torch, which is about half the weight. Then we'll walk our way back to the vehicle, drop off all this gear, get the hiking bag, and probably fill that up in no time as well. Okay, well, Pierre's read How to Use Generators Electronics Volume 1, Thought I Heard a Zombie. So how to use generators. Getting that magazine so early, that is a massive milestone. He's had vegetable stir fry. He's got one more very important need. Smoke. Okay, well, Pierre was making his way back to his vehicle and he noticed there are a couple of zombies, and this is going to be a home that he's going to be looting soon, so while they're visible, while he can see them, it makes sense just to divert, take them out. But their bag is nearly full. It's getting late. Pierre's now drowsy. Maybe we can search just one more home. Okay, seems quiet. Again, there's a fantastic selection of books on the shelves waiting for Pierre to find them and take them. So much gear. We're going to need to find some time to read all of this. Okay, well, again, Pierre's just absolutely filling his face, but look what we found. Another really important trait. Fast learner. I mean, Pierre's just going to be unstoppable in no time at this rate. Okay, that book took a long time to read. Fast learner, that's going to give a massive, significant boost to Pierre's XP gain. That's going to enable him to rapidly progress through all skills that he gets XP in. Okay, downstairs is clear. Can't hear any banging, so I don't think there's any zombies here. I think we're good. I think we're good. Reading those trait magazines takes a long time. I think this is going to be Pierre's bed for the night, but we're going to continue with the loot run tomorrow, and hopefully it goes just as well as it did today. Okay, it is the next morning. It is bright and early, almost 7 o'clock. Pierre is absolutely raring to go, but one thing I will say, all this French food he's really piling on the pounds. He's 81 kilograms and it's got 2 chevrons, so I need to maybe raid in a little bit, which did actually remind me, the tomatoes, the cabbage, I left them in the fridge in that small home to the south, because when I woke up yesterday morning I was expecting to be able to just return to that home to sleep for the night, but for now we're going to continue looting these homes. We've got just 2 or 3 more. There's still a lot of potential for loot, and then yeah, we're going to have to head back to that small home, pick up all of that really valuable fresh food. Okay, well, that zombie's going to have to stay in there for now. I'll be back. Okay, so Pierre's made it back to his van. The van at the back of it is empty at the moment, but I got a feeling that's not going to take very long to fill it up with the amount of loot we're finding. It's rich pickings at the moment, so we're going to take advantage of it. So we're going to drop off the duffel bag and then get back to looting. So we got 2 or 3 two-story homes. So my expectations, Pierre's expectations, his hopes for loot is very high. There is a zombie inside. Mustn't get too lax, too casual. There's potential danger around every corner. I almost got surprised. Okay, there's that short blunt level 4 already. Absolutely awesome. Is that a zombie outside? I think it is. Where do they come from? just gone inside. Oh, playing back and forth. Let's take them out. Okay. Let's get back to looting. Okay, well, it is a 2-story home, but it is a small home, so it shouldn't take too long to blast through. Let's hope that we can get through the remaining sort of 3 homes, I think it is, and then move on, really power through. Still looking for that perfect out-of-town location for a perfect base, so we're going to just stay on the road. Who knows where Pierre should go next, but he's got a vehicle, so he could, yeah. And life on the road for the next few days doesn't sound like a bad idea. Go back out on the street and there's a couple of zombies again. I guess they've broken outside of the house, which in a way will actually make things a little bit easier for Pierre. It's much easier to take them out in the open on the streets than encounter them in enclosed space of the home. The zombie is still there. We got 2 more homes. Hopefully we'll get that done before the morning is out and then we're back on the road. You know, it's proving difficult to get inside this home. All the doors are locked. What about the windows? No, we're in. We're in. Let's sneak up on this zombie and take him down. No? We're too loud for that at the moment. Not sure if we got that. We'll take it. I'm forgetting to mark the books. I've got a mod that lets you mark the books when you found them so that you don't end up looting 6 of the same book, but it is new and I keep forgetting about it, so I've not made things that easy. That was a bit of a difficult corner. There's just books absolutely everywhere. Okay, it's the last home in the neighborhood. Need to be careful. There's definitely some zombies very nearby. Just the one. Just the one. Pierre was prepared. Okay, well, the rest of the house does seem quiet. So again, easy pickings. I've just got so much food already. Not even sure if we should maybe even start leaving canned food. Got so much of it. Okay, well, that's another home searched through, and that is the neighborhood. Picked clean almost. Did tail off a little bit with the loot in these last few homes, but we've still got a fine selection of gear. We gotta find a base, and soon, because we got so much loot. We gotta find somewhere to drop it all off, put it, start storing it, start hoarding, planning for the long term. But for now, let me just show you what the next plan is, where we're going to next. We've gone through this neighborhood, 6 homes. We're gonna leave the apartment. We're going to leave what looks to be almost certainly very big block of flats. Maybe this commercial area will be on the agenda. But what we're going to do now is going to check out what this place is. It's going to be a municipal building, so it's probably not going to be a good option for habitation, for living in, for making it a base. We've got no sledgehammers, so we can't do a lot of remodeling. But it is intriguing. Let's check it out. Okay, we do have a couple of homes on the outskirts. There's a few zombies here. Let's get some skull crushing in. I think from here we're going to go in. Oof, that was a bad miss. Oh no. Oh, just got caught out. From here we're going to go in on foot. We don't know what is ahead. We don't know how many zombies there might be ahead. We don't want to get overwhelmed. Okay, brilliant. That's another group taken care of. We're coming in on 150 zombies killed now, which is not too bad for day number 6. And man, we are getting some really good quick kills, some knockdowns with this high level of short blunt. And we found a lot of hammers. And there's lots of things like this as well on the floor. Metal bars, metal pipes. We are tooled up. Okay, so we're almost there at that location. It's going to be interesting to see what it is. We've got a couple of more zombies to take care of. Okay, brilliant. Another quick, easy kill. Okay, let's leave the loot in the homes for a little bit later. Let's not get distracted. But yeah, that's exactly how every single kill has gone so far these last couple of days. Oh, that was a bad miss. That was a really bad miss. It could all be over in seconds if Pierre doesn't concentrate. Just up ahead, I think, is this. Oh, here we are. Wow. What the hell is that? It looks like a massive stately home. Is it a hotel? Okay, we've got a few zombies around the front. Let's hope this place is not completely overrun with zombies, but it is 2 o'clock and we've got all day to clear it out, and at the moment Pierre's definitely got the skills. Man, it absolutely destroyed what was quite a few zombies, but yeah, was. Okay, let's swap out the fireman's hat for this hard hat. It looks, I mean, without a helmet, it just looks a little bit silly, doesn't it? It's a little bit OP, over the top I should say. Okay, we're back around the front. This place is absolutely huge. It's going to be interesting to find out exactly what it is. It's just got to be a hotel, surely. Okay, well, this is our first look. There's a lot of banging inside. That doesn't reveal too much. We're going to have to head on in to find out what is ahead. Okay, there's a lot of... Oof, that is a big open space. That could be good for holding loot. Man, this place at the moment feels like it's got a lot of potential, but it also feels like it's got a lot of zombies. Okay, well, this first floor is just one big open space. I mean, what is it, an orphanage? I don't know, this isn't very intriguing. But we need to be really careful. There's quite a big part of Pierre that just wants to leave right now. Fighting in a doorway like that, not a good idea. Oh, they're done. Okay. Yeah, should have really closed the door behind. What is this place? Need to be careful here. There's doorways everywhere. Potential for a zombie to just appear out of nowhere. Need some quick kills here. And we got him. Brilliant. Let's just clear the corridor first. Man, every single room seems to be completely empty of any sort of gear. It's like it's an abandoned sort of home. No furniture anywhere. What was this place? There's just no clues as to what this place might have been. One thing it is, though, is absolutely massive. There's about 5 floors. I'm going to have to search the whole place just to try and understand what the hell it is or was. Okay, well, that's the basement, if we can call it that. I suppose it's the ground floor already. Cleared. Quite a few zombies. Let's hope there's more interesting things to find on the higher floors. But it doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like it. There's just nothing here. I don't know what it was. There's no clues, but it is clearly abandoned. It is huge. What a base it would make, but it's too much this early on for Pierre. So, as much as it's a shame, we're going to have to leave this place behind. There's just nothing left. Whatever it was, it's all gone now. But there is one more floor. There is maybe even 2 more floors. Yeah, 2 more floors. Are we going to find anything other than more zombies? Okay, well, the answer to that question is a resounding no. Absolutely nothing. Barely a stick of furniture. Just no loot whatsoever. It's a shame. It's a real shame. 4 or 5 floors of nothing. So, Pierre's search for the perfect safe house, the perfect base location continues. But what he does know, that is definitely not here. It is early evening He's getting tired. He's hungry. I think what we're going to do next, what we're going to do for the rest of the day is just return back to that small home. That's where all the fruit and veg is. And maybe just spend the rest of the evening cooking a delicious stir fry and getting up to date with some of this reading. We've got a lot of books to read. Yeah, well, of course, Pierre cannot turn down the opportunity to get even more loot, so he's just gonna have a quick snack. Totally forgot about these two homes that are here. We've got a lot more space in this bag. Let's see if we can fill it up. Okay, well, we're in. Do you need to be careful because somewhere there is a zombie nearby, but it does seem like they are upstairs. It's a really good start with the loot. Let's see what else we can find. We can find a crazy amount of gear. I don't even know what half of this stuff is, but it's all very fattening. Yeah, well, this is the last house. Again, I'm hearing a zombie, but again, I think they're upstairs. We found just really quickly, some really useful loot in that last house. We found another trait magazine. It's clearly just too much literature, isn't there? A farming magazine, that would be useful. But we found a saw, we found a pipe wrench, we found a hand axe, which we've got on the belt. Now we've got the saw, we can start thinking about carpentry again as part of planning for the long term. Okay, well, this is the last little bit to loot. Again, just the one zombie upstairs, and again, it's rich pickings. We found another skill mag, we found another trait magazine. It's crazy. In no time at all, Pierre's just gonna be a jack of all trades. He's making some excellent progress, but he shouldn't push it too far. He's very tired, so we just got two more rooms, just one more room. Oof. Leon 89. Nah. Okay. Let's get back to that small house and let's just chill the rest of the day and read some magazines. Okay, so we made it back. Didn't think we're gonna come back to here, but there's a very important reason why we have, and that's because the fridge is absolutely stuffed full of fresh vegetables. Very important. Well, it's been an adventure so far, but everything's going almost too well. These last couple of days we've looted these whole areas, found what on the outside looked to be an almost perfect base location, but it was nothing more than an empty shell. Pierre's search for a perfect safe house to fortify against those roaming bandits continues. Where will he go? It's just, I have no idea, but we're going to hit the road again next time out. Maybe check out this place here. That's a hotel, I guess. Maybe that'll be it. We're looking for a big place, but all these big ones just seem to be apartments. So it's just not clear where Pierre should go next. He certainly doesn't want to head back onto the freeway. It is crawling with zombies, but maybe he should head up the coast. Who knows what he's going to find. There's certainly a lot to explore, but for now that is going to have to be it for today's episode. Pierre's going to spend the rest of the day just reading the trait magazines. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. The map is brilliant. At the moment, Pierre seems a little bit aimless, so if you've got any suggestions on what he should do or could do next, please do let me know down in the comments. But for now, there's going to have to be all sub, comment, like, hit the notification bell so you know when the next episode is. Hopefully I can keep up with an every other day schedule, so the episodes should come thick and fast. That is all for now. Peace.